All right, folks. Good afternoon. It's Cornelio. Today we got the P365X macro out here again today. We're going to be looking at a new trigger that we put on here. Okay, he's empty. Nothing. Take a look. Different trigger. That's the MCarbo trigger. A lot less take up. There's nobody over here. Pretty good. All right. Oh, I got some I got to get rid of. All right, sir, I'm going to be shooting now. Ready? You good to go? Okay. All right, let's just see how. Boy, if that ain't a dead center shot and nothing else, I don't know what it is. Oh, I like that trigger. Let's take him out. Go a little farther out here. All right. Now, let's try out there. Dead center. First round went pretty good. That was some high dollar stuff I needed to get rid of. Mix and match them. All right, let's try a 15 round magazine. I'm going to let you get on that and see. It's still wanting to pick up my face. 15 round magazine. Okay. Try the same one out there. I may be missing. A few more left. Now, mind you, that's 25 yards. All right. There's another gentleman over here who's going to be shooting, so you may hear some of his shooting going off too, okay? Now we're going to talk about what I want to talk about. He is empty. Glock 45, 9mm. You all know the story. The 17 frame with a 19 slide on it. These two guns are more comparable. Everybody wants to compare these two guns, or they want to compare the X macro to the Glock 19. No. 19 is a 15 rounder. This is a 17 rounder. This is a 17 rounder. These are comparable. Could you say it's more comparable to the 17? Longer slide. These are pretty good, okay? Both of these guns are empty as I just cleared them, okay? So let's take a look. Sights lined up. Yeah, you're what, a ½ inch longer with the 19? See that? You're a ½ inch longer on the grip. Trigger to trigger. Okay, let's recock them. Pull the triggers back up to the front. Of course, the carbo's there. All right, look at the triggers. Okay, when you have stock to stock lined up, the MCarbo trigger, it's pretty much, they're pretty much there, equal. I hope it's not too bright out here, flushing all this out. Let's try shooting the Glock 19. We're going to get out here and try to get the same thing. Missed that. It's about the same. I do believe that this thing holds on target a lot easier because of the compensators. So anyway, this is a quick little video I made here showing both these guns. They're two of my all-time favorites. This one here really is my all-time favorite. 17 rounds in this little bitty thing. I put the MCarbo trigger on it. I did have a spring kit. It comes with a spring kit if you order it. Excuse me, it doesn't come with it. You have to order a spring kit. Let me change that. But I already had an Armory Craft spring kit for another gun that I ended up selling. Didn't put it in there. Not a big fan of changing springs with lesser weights to get to a desired trigger pull. I didn't change the spring for the striker. I did change the trigger return spring. I changed the sear spring, and I changed the little lock projector spring that locks the trigger and keeps the trigger from going forward. I mean, not trigger, keeps the striker from going forward, the little striker spring. I did replace that. Went from a 6 pound down to a 4.5 pound. Not a big fan of changing out springs, and I might put them back. The sear spring I don't really care about. The trigger return spring I don't care about. The striker and the striker lock plunger, I may change that striker lock plunger back to the original. The other ones, they're not really that, to me, not a big deal. Anyway, great pistol, fantastic pistol. I akin it to the Glock 45, which of course is a 9mm as well. Both of them 17+1 rounds. And I have a Balder Mini on the Glock and a Balder S on the X Macro. I don't know, I may swap them around. This one protrudes out just a tiny bit, as you can see. This one, if I change it over, it's going to sit flush with this one. Hadn't made up my mind yet. I mix and match them around a bit here and there. They're just great lights. This one does have the Holosun 507K X2. I keep it on the single red dot. I just think it works better. And holding out here at, that first one was 15 or 16. The second target out there that I was shooting is 25 yards. So, yeah, that one's 12, 20, yeah, that's 15, 25. And way out there is 50 yards. You know what? Why don't we see if we can hit some 50 yards before we close this out? Let's just see. Let me change this camera. All right. Are we in range? Yeah. Second shot, 50 yards. I think that's enough. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead on that. That's a tough shot, 50 yards. Any shot with a 9mm 50 yards is gonna be a tough shot. Plus that's an 8-inch round plate. That's all it is, folks. All right, we'll get out of here.